Okay, so now I want to talk about some of the different pass concepts. Really, any two-man route combination that you are sold on is really good. I don't know that there's a list of must-dos, but I'll show you a couple of the favorites that we've done over the years. The first is just a simple curl wheel. We like the curl wheel because we're attacking a window that I think this play naturally creates. We want this player to go underneath, and he's just going to extend all the way down the field. The quarterback is simple read. It's a 1-2. And most times we're targeting the curl route. Okay, the switch creates another layer for the secondary to deal with. It's a triple option play. It's a pass play, and it's a switch concept. So you can see just awesome grass here, awesome place to run this thing. And often if the strong safety runs with the wheel route, you break one tackle and then you've got a really explosive play. Here's a look at the tight. Zoning to the right. Again, probably a play the quarterback could have given it. However, he trusts his athleticism to get out. And the force to load block is really good by 28. Okay, here's a play we're running it to the short field, swiping the force to load to the boundary. And this is the force player that he'll have his eyes on the whole time. You can see this guy engages. So we're going to block him, and we're going to run a companion play to the curl wheel. We've run enough curl that this safety knows it's time to bite on this thing and break it up. And so instead of curl wheel, we're running a stutter post to show the curl, and then our receiver here will run a comeback. So by all intents and purposes, at this point, the play is the exact same. It's curl wheel all the way, but now we're going to stutter down on the curl and re-establish our vertical to get on top of the safety. All right, just a little stutter is all it took to get this safety to freeze his feet right there. He's already in a plant and drive mode to drive on the curl, and our receiver is just going to continue vertically. All right, and the only way to defend this at this point is to cheat and tackle him, and that's why we get the flag. Okay, keep in mind, now you're starting to ask a lot of your quarterback to make a throw on a post while you're running sideways, laterally. So our quarterback does a good job here. This is not like a 5 times a game type of deal. This is a couple times a season, but the quarterback is going to actually slow down and set his feet to make a realistic throw. And we draw the flag. Okay, we always train our quarterbacks. Remember, when you're running next level RPOs, the edge of the box here is not blocked. So if you're going to set up, you have to account for him on your own. And knowing that we have a post route, that was probably necessary here, and he does a great job just getting the ball off. Okay, here it is again, same concept. And this time we have a harder stutter here because it's needed. I think the defense still plays it really well. We do get, the leverage that we want. And on the screen here, you can't quite see this player break on it, but he breaks on it just enough to allow us to run a post. We'll show it on the tight. Again, the quarterback knows if he's going to set up, he's not protected here, and he's going to have to make that work. Okay, and he delivers a strike. Okay, again, it's a play that you would run off of the curl wheel, and it looks identical to the defense. Okay, one more look at it. On this one, you're going to notice our receiver that does the post, he sees that he's got over the top leverage on the safety immediately, and he aborts the stutter just to get downfield, and he's wide open running down the field. The problem that you create then is, due to how long it takes to get the ball off, he may have outrun the quarterback's arm, which happens here, although we still are able to make a completion. So the idea here is, because you've been successful on that curl, people are breaking on it, and now you want to get on top. Again, quarterback's on his own. If he chooses to pull, okay, now just some other concepts here. Other ways of dressing up the formation here. We're in our gun wishbone set, and we're going to use just a simple out concept. Okay, a vertical by 1, and number 2 out of the backfield is going to run that 12-yard out. Dive back here and our forced to load block here. Sorry for all the scratches there. What you're going to see is this player's in a real bind. He's got to decide, do I take on the quarterback, or do I cover a backfield player running a route behind me? You can see he chose to trigger on the quarterback, and the quarterback did a great job seeing it, unloading the football. So again, I'll say it over and over again. This is, in some ways, more effective than your traditional gun triple with a pitch, because the pitch key, if you're looking at it that way, is in an even greater dilemma, where he has to, on an option play, he has to, maybe decide how to play equidistant between the quarterback and the pitch key. But now with a pass concept, the stretch is so much greater, and it's downfield, that you really can't slow play in between them. You have to declare, I'm either going to play the quarterback or I'm going to cover. And that's just a whole other layer for a defense to try to defend this thing. Okay, and so you notice if this player had covered the pass, they would be out of numbers for the quarterback run. All right, so we really put them in a bind here. It would be the free safety, the only player left on the quarterback, and obviously that creates other problems for a defense if your safety is trying to tackle the quarterback at the line of scrimmage. Okay, we're going to run that same concept. Number 1 vertical, number 2, sorry, bad drawing. Number 1 vertical, number 2 is going to run that 12-yard out, trying to create the stretch on this player. But you'll notice here, what do you see? Well, the quarterback would never be able to get out of the box here. Ain't no way he's going to be able to pull this thing. And so, like I mentioned, this is triple option. Hand the football off and let your dive back. So just think of all the things you're throwing at a defense here. You're running a play that looks identical to triple option with a pitch back, but number 20 is a blocker. And you also have the ability on a pass play to hand it off like this. Okay. Again, we're showing the same concept here. 1 vertical, 2 12-yard out. And great look here. It looks like there's no way I could ever get these 2 receivers over the top of the secondary, because they're in such a they're in great position to handle anything deep. But quarterback's a run threat, and corner eye discipline is poor, and just lets them go right beside. And if we don't underthrow this one, we walk into the end zone. Again, you're going to put the secondary in a tremendous run pass conflict, where they have to determine, am I being blocked? Am I being read? Am I a run player? Am I a pass cover guy? And you're asking a lot for eye discipline on those guys. If we were just running this play, sprint out or boot or from the pocket, I couldn't imagine us being this open. But because it's a run play, we get so much, so open downfield.